Have you ever stopped to consider if she's dropping subtle hints, or if perhaps you're reading too much into her actions? Sometimes the signals are as clear as day, yet most men miss them because they're not paying attention to the right cues. Today, we're going to explore 6 clear signs that a woman may want to get closer to you, looked at through the perspective of Stoicism. These signs might be subtle, but once you know what to look for, they're unmistakable. Stick around because spotting them could change the way you see attraction for good. Sign 1. Lingering eye contact. Have you ever noticed how powerful eye contact can be in human interactions? It's often said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and when it comes to attraction, a lingering gaze can speak volumes. For centuries, eye contact has been studied as one of the most potent, non-verbal ways of communication. In the context of romantic attraction, when a woman holds your gaze for longer than usual, it's rarely accidental. This type of eye contact is often a subtle invitation, showing that she's drawn to you on a deeper, more personal level. Yet many men miss it, brushing off a lingering look as simply being friendly. So, what does it mean when her eye contact lingers? Eye contact that lasts a few seconds longer than casual glances is an early indicator of physical attraction. In a Stoic approach, we learn to be highly observant and to pay attention to subtleties in our environment. Stoicism teaches that the ability to interpret subtle cues without overthinking them is a sign of emotional intelligence. When she lets her gaze stretch beyond the usual social limit, she's signaling that she's invested in what you're saying, and possibly in you. Imagine this. You're talking, and instead of looking away after a few seconds, she holds your gaze, almost as if she's studying you or inviting you to understand something deeper. This kind of prolonged eye contact is often accompanied by a softened expression or a faint smile. She may tilt her head slightly, a subconscious cue of openness and interest. These aren't random actions. They're deliberate cues that invite you to step into her world. It's her way of creating a silent connection, one that words can't always express. A Stoic man, one who embodies calmness and confidence, doesn't rush to conclusions. He observes the moment and lets the eye contact linger naturally. Instead of looking away in discomfort or reacting impulsively, a Stoic response allows you to reflect her interest with equal composure. By remaining composed, you signal that you're confident in yourself and comfortable with her attention. This balanced response builds a dynamic of mutual interest without feeling forced or hurried. Stoicism teaches us to stay present, to understand and appreciate the small gestures that communicate attraction. The lingering gaze is her way of testing your awareness and your ability to stay grounded under her scrutiny. She's waiting to see if you'll pick up on the energy she's projecting, and a Stoic man understands this as an invitation. It's a delicate dance of attraction, where words are unnecessary. So the next time you catch her locking eyes with you, remember, it's more than just a look. It's an invitation to deepen the connection, one that can be answered with confidence and patience. Sign 2. Intentional touch. Touch is an extremely powerful communicator. When it comes to attraction, touch can speak louder than words. But how can you tell if her touch is intentional or simply a casual gesture? Women often communicate through subtleties, and when a woman initiates physical contact with you, it's not typically an accident. Stoicism encourages us to observe without judgment, to become aware of the moment without letting our emotions overwhelm us. When a woman touches you in a way that feels deliberate, like a lingering touch on your arm or a gentle brush against your shoulder, it's often her way of testing how comfortable you are with her closeness. Intentional touches are not just about physical proximity. They are a sign of her interest in you on a deeper, more personal level. They're designed to gauge your reaction and to see if you reciprocate her comfort. A Stoic man remains aware of these touches, but doesn't immediately react. He notices them for what they are, indicators of interest. Imagine you're sitting together and she places her hand on your arm during a conversation, just for a moment longer than necessary. Or perhaps she brushes her fingers lightly across your shoulder as she walks by. These aren't accidental touches. They're deliberate moves that signal she's comfortable with you and wants to explore a closer connection. By initiating these small, intentional touches, she's subtly inviting you into her space, inviting you to respond in kind. The Stoic response here is to maintain emotional control and not to overreact. Stoicism teaches us to interpret actions without letting our own desires cloud our judgment. Instead of immediately returning the touch or reading too much into it, a Stoic man simply recognizes it as a sign. He doesn't rush in or get carried away, but allows the natural flow of the interaction to guide him. When you handle these touches calmly, it shows her that you're confident and comfortable with the intimacy she's offering. By staying grounded and composed, you communicate that you're not only aware of her interest, but also mature enough to respond thoughtfully. These small gestures, though seemingly innocent, can often be the first steps toward building a deeper connection. If she's finding reasons to touch you, it's more than friendly. It's her way of saying she's open to more. Sign 3. Private conversations. When a woman intentionally finds moments to be alone with you, it's often a sign of her deeper interest. Private conversations aren't just about avoiding distractions. They're her way of creating a more personal connection. In group settings, a woman may try to catch your attention by pulling you aside or finding quiet spaces where it's just the two of you. This move isn't just about getting away from others. It's her way of telling you she values the time you share together. Consider a scenario where she suggests stepping outside for fresh air during a party or asks you to grab a coffee alone. These are intentional moves, not just random acts. Stoicism reminds us to approach these situations with clarity and self-awareness. In moments like these, a Stoic man remains grounded, staying present in the moment without rushing to conclusions. He recognizes that her desire for privacy is a cue, an invitation to build something more personal. These private moments are her way of creating a bond that feels exclusive, a connection that goes beyond surface-level interaction. By inviting you into these quieter spaces, she's allowing for an atmosphere where vulnerability and genuine connection can flourish. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of clear-headedness in relationships, encouraging us to appreciate these moments without jumping to assumptions. When a woman creates private moments, she's seeking intimacy and trust, offering you the chance to engage with her on a deeper level. A Stoic man doesn't view these invitations as opportunities to push for more, but rather as chances to build a solid foundation of mutual respect and understanding. By remaining composed and observant, he lets the interaction develop naturally. Recognizing her interest without pressuring her shows emotional maturity, an attribute that Stoicism values highly. Sign 4. Flirtatious body language. Body language is an incredible communicator, often expressing things we don't put into words. When a woman is interested in you, her body will convey it before she says a word. Stoicism teaches us the importance of observing non-verbal cues, as these often reveal someone's true feelings. Her body language, when flirtatious, can be one of the most significant indicators of attraction. If you notice that she leans in when speaking to you, mirrors your gestures, or positions her body in a way that opens up toward you, she's likely interested. Leaning in, for example, is a subtle way of reducing the physical space between you and building intimacy without explicitly saying anything. Similarly, mirroring your movements signals comfort and alignment, reflecting her desire to connect. Another cue might be how she plays with her hair or touches her face. These actions, though seemingly small, are often subconscious signs of nervous excitement. Stoicism encourages us to notice these subtleties while remaining grounded and calm. Observing without reacting impulsively allows you to interpret her gestures with clarity. Additionally, her body may unconsciously point toward you. If her legs or feet face you, it's often a sign of interest. A Stoic approach to her flirtatious body language means not overreacting, but staying engaged. Letting her know you're present and aware without rushing shows her that you're confident and patient, qualities that build genuine intrigue and mutual attraction. Sign 5. Frequent compliments. Compliments, when given frequently, often signal attraction, particularly if they go beyond casual remarks. If a woman is regularly complimenting your appearance or personality, she's likely paying close attention. Stoicism teaches us to remain steady in the face of both praise and criticism, but it doesn't mean ignoring the intent behind her words. If her compliments are about your physical appearance, like your physique, smile, or style, they're often layered with attraction. These compliments may come when it's just the two of you, adding a layer of intimacy that casual remarks lack. For example, she might say, "You always look so put together," or "I love how confident you are." These comments reflect more than admiration. They're her way of expressing interest. A stoic man remains grounded, taking in her compliments with humility. Recognizing them as signs of attraction without letting them inflate his ego allows him to stay composed and confident. Her frequent compliments show that she's drawn to more than just your looks. They reveal an attraction to your presence, confidence, and personality. Sign 6. Bringing up intimate topics. One of the strongest signals that a woman is interested in a deeper connection is when she brings up intimate or flirtatious topics. She may not explicitly talk about attraction, but instead, she might make playful comments or references that gauge your reaction. When a woman introduces intimate topics, it's rarely by accident. Stoicism encourages us to remain in control of our reactions, even when conversations turn flirtatious. Imagine she mentions a romantic scene from a movie or playfully asks about your dating history. These topics open the door to explore chemistry without directly stating her intentions. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm and avoid rushing to conclusions. By letting her express herself without reacting too eagerly, you show emotional maturity, a trait that's highly attractive. When you stay grounded in these moments, you communicate that you're comfortable with intimacy, ready to engage, but not desperate. This approach builds her trust and lets her know that she's free to express her feelings without pressure. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on relationships, attraction, and Stoic principles. Remember, the Stoic approach to attraction is about patience and presence, recognizing signs without pushing too hard. Let the connection develop naturally, and you'll find that true attraction is often built on subtle mutual understanding. Stay tuned for more insights, and see you in the next video.